In this tutorial, I'm going to teach you how to do the stitch down method around the edges. Rather than have the upper lasted around the bottom of the shoe, I've lasted it out to the side. Now what this does specifically with a barefoot shoe, it means that we don't have any layers of anything at the bottom there, meaning that when the foot goes in the shoe, there is literally no extra bulk between the insole and the sole. So we're going to use what's called a speedy stitcher to stitch these insoles on, but I'll come back to that in a moment and explain a bit more how it works. But first thing I want to do is actually mark on the holes that I want to punch. So I've got my tape measure here and I'm going to punch these holes roughly 1 centimeter apart the whole way around. So I've got a heat erasable pen and I'm actually just going from that back seam as a starting point, and I'm just going to draw some little dots roughly 1 centimeter apart right in the ridge where it sort of starts to splay out. And just remember, this is a heat erasable pen. If you don't have a heat erasable pen, just use a pencil or something. So it should be looking something like that. And we will do that the whole way around. Okay, so I'll pop that one to the side and we'll do this one first. I've got my marks drawn on there and I've got a thick waxed thread here, and I'm just gonna go from, well, let's go from the back, and I'm gonna measure the whole way around the shoe, and then I'm gonna times that by 4. Okay, so the speedy stitcher, or the not so speedy stitcher as we call it, because there is not going to be anything speedy about this process, is really easy to use. So it's basically a needle sticking out of here. It's quite a thick needle, and one side of the needle has this groove in it. I want to take the end of my thread and I want to thread the needle from the side with the groove. So if I pull that through, that thread can now sit in the groove of the needle like that. So I'm going to start right at the back here and I'm just going to pierce this through, and it's going to pierce right through all of those layers. This isn't hard to do. It may look like it's super difficult to pierce through, but it's not. And I'm just gonna pull that thread all the way through, and then I'm gonna bring the needle back. And before I start anything, in fact, we can take the needle off for a moment. We want to make sure that we have even amount of threads on both sides, like that. And I would say the trick to doing this is to just keep your threads organized, really. So again, I'm gonna pierce it or thread it through the side with the groove, and then I just keep all of that excess there. So this is really important depending on the direction that you're stitching. So I'm going to be stitching around this way. So I want the groove of the needle to be going down. So when I threaded this time, I've actually threaded it backwards. So my thread is going through the non-grooved side so that in the direction I'm going, we've got the groove. And the reason for that is because once I pierce that through and I pull it back, you want to be taking the loop from the side that doesn't have the groove, like that, and then just pulling it backwards and giving it a good tight pull. Okay, and then we just continue to work our way around. So I'm gonna now do the next hole, and see how I'm just sort of giving it a little bit of a twist as I go in there, and then pulling it back, placing this side through the loop that doesn't have the groove, and then pulling it back down. Okay, and then we're just going to do that the whole way around. Just make sure you give it a little pull at every stitch. And this is how it's starting to look from the top as well. So you just get a really nice, neat stitch around that edge. Okay, so I've just made my way around the second insole, and I just wanted to show you how I finish off the thread. So this is the final stitch. So I'm going to go in there. And then I'm actually going to go backwards one stitch. I might even go backwards 2 stitches just for extra strength. Okay, and this time I'm going to pull the thread all the way through to the bottom. So now I've got both threads at the bottom there like that, and then we can just tie them off in a tight double knot. Okay, so we are now ready to attach our soles.